Hello, welcome to Shank's channel. Uh, Today the video is all about how you can create S3 bucket and access S3 bucket, and I'll quickly cover this in the demo session. So how I created this is very simple, easy steps. You just log into AWS console, go into S3 bucket, like search for S3, click S3. Once you click here, you'll be landing to this page. Then you hit create bucket. You have several properties and permissions to set up or based on the user requirements. If not, then it has to be secure in an enterprise level, so you do all of these things, enabling encryption and all. But just for the demonstration, I kept all of the things by default and disabled. So just created a simple S3 bucket without making changes to it. So this bucket already has something here, so I'll delete these just to show you how you can do the operations of S3 bucket. Just to avoid that, I'll copy this and completely delete these objects. So these objects are successfully deleted. Now if I go back to S3 bucket, we don't have anything here. So now, if you get any user where in an enterprise environment where you don't want those users because they have nothing to do with AWS, right? They just need S3 bucket. They are like in some other, they have some other roles and responsibilities. They don't have the administrative level of permission so that they can create S3 bucket. You are the AWS guy for them, and you create bucket, and now you hand it over to them to just do the download and upload operation to this bucket. So what you can do here is S3 permissions can be given through IAM, right? And identity access management. So let's move on to IAM and see how you can create and grant user to S3 bucket. So I'll move here under users. I already have one user. So what I did here is I came into identity access management. I created one policy. Let me show you that policy. That policy is something called demo policy, and that policy has some set of permissions. Let's review what this policy is all about. So it has like S3 all actions like I have defined as asterisk here and resource as well. So that means whenever you define asterisk, that means it applicable for all of the resource, for all of the actions that you have for S3. Like whatever resource we have here, like any S3 bucket, means any S3 bucket that you created in this account of AWS, this particular account of AWS has all permissions of S3 bucket like edit, modify, read and write everything, tagging, managing permissions, everything, right? So I just kept everything by default and created one policy, and I attached this policy to the user that I created. So this is the user I created. If I go into this demo user, you will find this is the policy that is already attached, right? So how you can actually do that? You will get it one when you create new user by clicking on add user, and then you say test user, something like that. And here you don't want to give console access to the user. You just need to give the access key and secret key to access it locally from local machine. And they would have the different set of permissions. So these are the three options that we get when while creating a new user. If you have a group created and that group has the policy attached, right, you can have several users in that group. So that is very helpful. And if you already have created one any user and you like to copy the permissions from that particular user, you can do that. But here what I did is I just attached it directly, like demo policy I would search, and here we go. I click here, I did next, I next did review and create user. I've not clicked create user because I already have one. So once you click create user, it will give you some kind of keys that you should download it, because one if you miss to download and say close, then it will disappear and you won't retrieve it again unless you create a new key, right? How you can create a new key? You just go into user, go to security credentials, come here at the bottom, somewhere in the middle, and here you already have one, but you don't have secret key here. That's the reason I asked you to, download it, and so that you can have the secret key as well. But you can make this inactive and create access key, and that would have again secret access key and secret key. And like I said, you'll have to download it or save it somewhere locally. Anyways, so you have the user created which has policies, and that policy is a set of permissions for the user to access S3 bucket, any S3 bucket, and any action that you can allow. All right. So since I don't, this user doesn't have the console access. So let's minimize this and open. I will not minimize console. I will just open command prompt. And in command prompt, before you open command prompt, you should download AWS CLI for Windows. You can do this AWS CLI download for Windows. You go here, download the latest version, and you don't need to do much here. Just come here, open this Windows, and go here and download this MSI. Just click here, it will be downloading, and then you click that downloaded file .msi. It will prompt you to install with some set of configurations. You just click next, and then it will be installed like the usual software. All right, I'll move back to this. So this has AWS CLI. So very first command I will use is to AWS configure. So when I hit AWS configure, it will ask me for the access key, and which we already have downloaded. So I'll copy this and I'll paste this here, enter. I'll again go back. It is asking for the secret key. Go back to the file, copy this and hit enter. Since region is default for S3 bucket because S3 is global, if it is you're going to perform anything else, you with AWS CLI you can perform EC2 operations as well, whatever operations, but those operations should be defined under policies and the set of permissions for this particular user, right? So since S3 is global, so we don't have to give it, and it's not necessary to give it. And I'll hit enter. So very first command I will hit here is AWS S3 ls. So let's see what all it gives. All right, it gave me a demo bucket. So which is right? We already have one bucket here. Okay, let me go back to S3 and move on to the bucket. So we already have S3 bucket in here, and this is very good, right? No more than one, so it just gave me one. I'll move back to bucket and do some more operations to it. So I have AWS S3. I'll copy one file. Let me check if I have anything in download section. I have demo upload file. I think I can copy this to the S3 bucket. So before that, I'll have to go to the download section. So CD downloads because I am into my user. So I'll go to downloads. Now do AWS S3 from here. S3, sorry, copy from here. And what would like to copy is um, is this demo upload. And let me check the file name again. Demo upload. Okay, demo upload dot txt, right? And where it would be copied from? It would be copied from downloads itself. And where? Right here. S3 what was the file name? Shankar's demo bucket. So this is where I would like to be uh, copied to. So let's see what it gives. I hope this will be uploaded. All right. So now we see there is one file that is already downloaded. I'll check here. I'll go into bucket. Cool. It is downloaded. Wow. We don't have AWS console access, but still we are able to download this bucket. Now what I'll do the reverse operation. But before I do that, I'll remove this because I'll have to download it here, right? So I'll go into my command line again, and I'll do the reverse of it. You don't have to do much here. You just remove this file name and keep it here, demo upload dot, dot txt, and then I'll hit dot. Dot will allow me to download this file into the directory where I am currently in. If you have some other part to save this, then you can like copy it like this and say copy it like this, or you can go here and copy it from the path like this, but I just would like to have it here only. So this is the file under demo upload.txt. I'll say download. Let's see if I'm able to. This was the upload, and now we are downloading it to the local. So let's see if it comes here. Wait. All right, we now have demo upload here, right? Let's see what is the message here. So it says it successfully downloaded. So that's all what I wanted you to look at. I'll cover some more deep dive into S3 bucket in my future or coming videos. So thank you so much for watching.